Hey guys, Jared Duckett Lad Dental CPAs and Advisors, back with a PPP update with my business partner, Bill Ladd. And guys, this is going to be pretty quick. Bill, this might be the shortest video we've done so far, but
Right.
important, very important to say the least. I mean, so basically this morning, the Treasury and the SBA administrator came out with a joint statement, and they clarified some, one of the big issues people were talking about. And we'll share some additional highlights as well. But the big thing is the 60% cliff, let's say. That word's been thrown around out there, and this addressed it spot on. And it basically said, yes, there is a reduction from 75% to 60%, but there is no cliff. And that means an all or nothing. So if you spend 59%, how it was interpreted before, none of the loan could be forgiven. But now it works exactly like the 75% did. In the CARES Act, you know, that if you spend 50% on payroll, then it's not, all your loans not unforgiven, if you will, but it's just a portion of it will be reduced. So they hit this head on. Bill, do you have any comments on that or how that works?
Yeah, I think it's a great clarification. I mean, we had major concerns just because, you know, Marco Rubio and some of the other senators expressed some doubt about how it'd be interpreted. So for them to come out and clarify that it's not an all or nothing, it's not a cliff, that's a huge deal. So now we're kind of back to the way it was on the application. You just substitute out 75% for 60%. So still a provision that can snag people, but at least it's not a use it or lose it mentality. So definitely a good favorable ruling today.
Yeah, no, I'm glad they came out and said that, because there was a lot of people were on both sides of the fence on how it was to be treated. Yeah. So it's pretty straightforward in this joint statement how it works. No cliff, just right. reduced to 60%. Two more quick highlights, Bill, is one. So, you know, the 2-year original maturity loan for the PPP, you know, was extended to 5. But there's some key wording here I want to hit on that's specifically from the joint statement. I'm going to look at my screen and read this. It basically increases to 5 years the maturity of PPP loans that are approved by the SBA on or after June 5th of 2020. So it's a specific date that it talks about, that any loan on or after that was approved is a 5-year. So that kind of infers that the 2-year stays in place for loans before. So I've been hearing some people say, hey, you know, reach out to your bank, and there might be a possibility to work with your lender to extend it to 5. But how it specifically reads, it talks about that 6/5 of 20 date, Bill. So any insight on that you see?
Yeah, this is one I don't get. I don't understand why, if you waited to get the loan until June 5th or later, you're put into a more favorable position than people who didn't, you know, even missed it by a day. I don't understand this one. Hopefully there'll be some clarity that you will get forgiveness outside of this. That's what we anticipated that they were trying to do, was to extend the unforgiven portion to 5 years, but they read it very strictly to that June 5th date. And again, it seems kind of punitive and favors one certain subset of people. But the way it reads right now is that if you don't, then you're stuck with the original AM unless you can try to work out some kind of deal with your bank. And again, that's just what we've heard. That's not in this document at all. That's just, you know, some people opining. So as of right now, you know, it's only if you hit that June 5th date that you'll have that extended period.
Yeah. So reach out to your lender. I'm sure they're excited to take phone calls on this, but yeah, there's nothing in the joint statement that says you can mutually agree with your lender. I've read things outside that from other people's interpretation. So reach out again. Hopefully we get some more guidance to kind of hit that head on.
Yep.
And the last one, Bill, I'll just throw this in there. So basically, there is still PPP money left, and the last date to get that PPP loan application approved is still June 30th. So we're here June 8th right now, so there's still time to put your application in if you didn't receive PPP funds, to get that and put that to good use.
Yeah, right now, I mean, it's still available. If you feel like you still need it, there's still some uncertainty and some concern there. You're not 100% sure what the ramp up period looks like, then, you know, you can go out and get this until June 30th or until, and last a lot longer. but with some of these rules, you never know, it may go quick. So again, if you do need it, if it's going to help you keep your people and take care of them, get that money before it runs out, or that June 30 date, which appears to be the end of the program.
Yeah, you kind of froze up on us, Bill, but we could still hear you talk, so it's perfect. So yeah, that's just want to hit those highlights. Again, the cliff is the big deal, but also specifically in the joint statement as well, I'll kind of end it on this, is it specifically says that the SBA, with consultation with Treasury, will promptly issue more rules and guidance specifically in regard to this act. There'll be a modified borrower application form. So if you're going to apply for the PPP funds, and then a modified loan forgiveness application that basically implements these amendments to the PPP. So more guidance, more rules, which means more videos and more gets talked to you, Bill. So
right, you got it.
If you have any questions on that stuff, let us know. But hope you guys find that insightful. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We're here to help. We'll see you guys.